What's going on, guys? Welcome to a random, Monday night live stream. It is 10:22 p.m. I have a video I'm probably going to release after the live stream, honestly. I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing yet. I have my Shavkat Rachmanov versus Neil Magny not live stream, prediction video ready to go. I already released my Arman Tsarukyan versus Mateusz Gamrot prediction earlier. I did a UFC 276 grading the pay-per-view card. I dropped it last night. That video's already got, I think, let's take a look. Yeah, it's got about 2,000 views already, so that's doing very well for the channel. But yeah, I got so many videos to do this week. Honestly, I was gonna work on another prediction video tonight, but I just don't got it in me. So I figured, why not jump on the stream, talk with you guys for a little bit. We can talk. I put in the title. Let me take a look what I put in the title. I forgot that quick. Calvin Kattar, Josh Emmett decision. UFC Vegas 57, aka Tsarukyan versus Gamrot. UFC 276. Nate Diaz is the next fight. Whatever you guys want to talk about. I throw on these random streams. I just throw the titles together, and then whatever pops up in the stream is what we actually talk about. So here we are. Hope you guys are doing good. I don't know how long we're going to go for, but hopefully, probably like at least 45 minutes to an hour. We'll see how it goes. I hope you guys been enjoying so many videos. We did a 4-hour stream on Saturday, and we have a bunch of, so many videos I put out on the channel. It seems like in the last week, I feel like I've done 100 videos, but it never stops. All I got to do for the Neil Magny versus Shavkat Rachmanov video is I got to put together a thumbnail real quick. I'll probably release it at the end of the stream, would be my guess, and I'll give you guys the link. You guys will be the first ones to see it, and we'll see how it goes. As always, do me a favor, make sure to like the stream. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the channel, there's so many ways to support the channel. You can become a member, get a bunch of extra benefits, members Discord, badges next to your name, custom emojis, extra replays of live streams, a bunch of different stuff. Link is down in the description. It's $3 a month. I have a PayPal donation link down in the description. I also have a link where you can buy an MMA Joey t-shirt down in the description. There's a bunch of ways to support the channel down there. But either way, the free way is subscribe to the channel, watch the videos, like the videos, share the videos, and I appreciate all that just as much. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat so far. Let me actually check something real quick. Okay. Let's see. French fries, what's going on? Big fan, what's going on? Thank you both for being members. Blaze One Sports, what's going on? Tyler, what's going on? Besides you, what's going on? Fun fact, Chris Lee is also the judge who scored Romero versus Izzy 49-46 for Izzy. He's a terrible judge. Yeah, Chris Lee has a track record of making questionable decisions for sure. Evening, Joey. Hope you are doing well. I am doing well, Blatant Express. Thank you for joining us tonight on this random live stream. I can't believe all that. I just feel like all of a sudden, I don't know where the time's going to come with all this stuff going on. We got UFC 276 UFC 276 less than 2 weeks away. I'm going to start pumping out UFC 276 prediction videos Thursday or Friday. Then I'm doing a live stream on Saturday for the fights. I'm doing one more prediction for this Saturday's on top of the other one that I'm going to release tonight. I'm going to do Umar Nurmagomedov versus Nate Madness, or Maness, I think is how you pronounce his name. I got to look that up before I make the video. I can't remember. I'm going to do that prediction video. I already have the Shavkat Neil Magny. So I'm going to have those. I'm going to have 3 prediction videos out for UFC Vegas 57. UFC 276, I'm debating yet. I'm probably going to do Uriah Hall versus Andre Muniz. I'll probably do Ian Gary, Gabe Green, Brad Riddell, Jalen Turner, Pedro Munoz, Sean O'Malley is an absolute must. Sean Strickland, Alex Bajeda, Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway 3, and Adesanya Cannonier. So at least 7. There's a chance I throw a Robbie Lawler, Brian Barberina in there, but I don't know. So I would say you can count on at least 7 predictions for UFC 276. There you go. Okay. How's it going, y'all? What's going on? MMA Joey, what's up, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Wonderboy versus Michelle Pajeda. Who wins and how? I'll say Wonderboy. I think he just beats him by decision, outclasses him in the striking department. Howdy, what's going on? Love your consistency. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Did you see Dan Hooker got booked? Can't think of his name, unfortunately. Clay Guida. I did see that. But I don't know. I don't think that's real. That's by some like bullshit Twitter, bullshit Instagram. It's not confirmed. It may end up happening. But what happens is a lot of these people, and maybe it's been confirmed since I've seen it originally, a lot of these people just throw shit at the wall until something sticks, and then they claim they have sources. It's all fake bullshit all the time. So maybe it's been confirmed since then, but people just make shit up. Could Izzy versus Cannonier be a slugfest? I feel Izzy could run because of his power. Now, I think if anything, it's going to be a counterfest by Izzy. What's up, my boy? What's going on, Iceman? Did you get a chance to watch the Maria Oliveira fight last fight night? If so, what did you think? Thanks. Yes, I did. I watched it live. I talked about it in the post-fight. Actually, this was one of the rare post-fights. I talked about every single fight on the card for UFC Austin. I guess I almost said UFC Vegas. UFC Austin. I talked about every fight on the card in the post-fight. If you haven't checked that out, do me a favor. Go check it out. Go like it after the stream. I would greatly appreciate that as well. But my thoughts on Oliveira versus, who was that? DePaula, right? Let me just look this up. I think it was DePaula. If it is exactly who I'm thinking of, I just want to make sure I'm not mixing up fights real quick with another fight. I don't think I am. A lot of volume. She looked pretty solid. It wasn't a terrible fight. She showed a lot of urgency in that fight, and I love that. So let me just double check to make sure we're talking about the same fight. Prelims. Yes, Maria Oliveira, Gloria De Paula. Maria Oliveira did a great job pressuring volume, had decent, power shots, mixed in the grappling a little bit, was able to, she faced a little bit of adversity in the second round and then came back and won the third round and won the decision. Even though it was a split decision, I thought Oliveira clearly won the fight. Gan versus Yuri, Muay Thai. What are you asking there? If they fought in Muay Thai, who would win? I don't know. In my opinion, I think they should have put Lawler on the main card. Yeah. Miesha Tate on the main card is garbage. Do you think UFC 276 is overstacked like early prelims could almost be a main card? As far as me being a fan, there's no such thing as overstacked. Give me everything. Give me everything you can possibly give me. Is Joe Romero the most feared fighter in the octagon? Maybe at one point in time, but no. Joey, I'm here. Much love. Thank you, Sinister. Appreciate you, my friend. Sorry I missed the post fight. I'll check it out. Yeah, just check it out after the stream, man. It's like 30 minutes long. I put timestamps if you want to look at each individual fight. And, it's something I might mix in the future, doing these full card recaps. But sometimes there's just fights that aren't worth talking about, to be honest. And that's why I don't recap them too much. But, yeah, go check it out after this. It's on the channel. UFC 276 is going to be a night to remember, that's for sure. Are you more hyped for the main or co-main? Definitely co-main. Co-main has high stakes. It's a trilogy fight. Really looking forward to it. I rewatched Brunson versus Cannonier. Brunson shot some sloppy and slow takedowns, and Cannonier never had an answer for it. He just outpowered him in the clinch. Both fighters didn't look elite. Go back, if you get a chance after the stream or later this week, go look up my Derek Brunson, Jarrett Cannonier prediction video. It is spot on exactly what happened in the fight for the most part, even down to the second round TKO. If you get a chance, go check that out. But yeah, neither guy. Brunson has ugly stand-up, and Cannonier has the ability to be taken down and controlled. Who have you got for Mousasi Elbin this week? I'm taking Mousasi. I don't think I'm ever picking against Mousasi in Bellator. Who retires first, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson or Tony? I'll say Thompson. 100% co-main, agreed. Thank you, Joey. I appreciate the response on the question. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Blatant Express, and being a member. I appreciate your support of the channel, and I'm always happy to answer the questions when I can. UFC 276, the best card ever. On paper, it's one of the best, but I'm not ready to call it the best yet. I think, let me go look it up. I don't know. UFC 194 might have been better, honestly. As far as how it played out, yeah, we had Max Holloway, Jeremy Stevens, Damian Maia, Gunnar Nelson, Jacare Souza, Yoel Romero, which was a #1 contender fight at the time, Chris Weidman, Luke Rockhold, huge middleweight title fight at the time. That was a co-main event. Aldo Connor in the main. Prelims, Uriah Faber on the prelims, Tisha Torres on the prelims. There's a debate. There's definitely a debate. And with Miesha Tate being on the main card, the debate even, is makes it even more of a question mark. I just don't think you can be considered the best card of all time when you have Miesha Tate, Lauren Murphy on the main card. Who would you take between Prime, Aldo, and Volk? I mean, they fought when he was borderline in his prime, so I guess I'll have to take Volk, unfortunately. Natalia Silva was definitely more impressive than Maria Oliveira. That's 100% of a fact right there. I agree. Could Izzy be considered the GOAT when he retires because of the lack of competition in the division? It depends what he does between now and then. But yet there's a chance. Cheeto versus O'Malley 2. Who and how? I'll take Cheeto by doctor stoppage or injury. Something along those lines. McGregor versus Alvarez might be the best. That was a solid card too. 189 and 205 were by far the best. There you go. Mousasi said that he'll be fighting for the light heavyweight belt in the winter. Do you think he wins considering he was Strikeforce light heavyweight champion? Who's the current champion? It's Nemkov, right? But technically Anderson was about to beat him. Does he beat Corey Anderson? I'll say yes, but I don't know. Mousasi's getting up there. Who's the best light heavyweight right now? I guess Yuri. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a very good question. Very good question. I've heard you say that you think Nate won the second fight versus Conor. How so? I'm curious because Conor clearly had 1, 2, and 4. I don't remember now which rounds I scored for who, but go back and rewatch that because I thought it was clear as day. 3 rounds to 2 for Nate, and I've watched that fight a couple times. Have your thoughts changed on O'Malley versus Pedro? Who do you got? I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that fight. There's a chance I pick O'Malley. I just can't get by the durability issue. If it wasn't for the durability issue of O'Malley, I would pick him. I just think he's too long, too tall, too accurate with his punches, good selection of shots. Pedro kind of rushes forward. I feel like he makes himself an easy target. But he has a great chin, has great leg kicks, and I don't trust the durability of Sean O'Malley. So to be honest, when I make that video, which, I mean, that'll be coming in the next 10 days. Really, the next 7 days should be out, would be my guess. By next Tuesday, it should be out. It's up in the air who I pick in that one, honestly. Can Izzy be double champ? No. And also, who do you have for Pereira versus Strickland? I'm back and forth on that one, too. Pereira's getting up there in age. He didn't look all that great against Bruno Silva. Strickland may come out and grapple him, which could be an issue. But I think Pereira is the superior striker. Right now, I'm leaning Pereira. What weight class is most skilled, featherweight or lightweight? Bantamweight. Bantamweight, but probably lightweight. There's so many up-and-coming killers at lightweight. How about Corey versus Song Yadong? I don't want any to lose, but who do you got? I probably have Corey. I think Corey's the better fighter, but Song Yadong has far more power. Far more power. Okay, continue with the questions, guys. If you haven't already, do me a favor and run up the likes on the stream. We got 30 people in here. We got 6 likes. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, share the stream, donate to the stream, become a member on the stream, all that good stuff. I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let's continue with the questions. Prediction, Pena Nunes 2. I'll take Pena by TKO stoppage. That's what I will take. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. UFC 178 was solid. Had a lot of big names, including Conor. Yeah, and the main event was flyweight, right? But yeah, it was solid. How's it going, Joey? It's weird that I actually remember this fight. Look, I have not Googled anything. My hands are right here. Eddie Alvarez, Donald Cowboy Cerrone, I believe, was on the card. Conor Dustin was on the card. And then I think the main event was Demetrius versus... I can't remember. Now I'm going to look it up now just to see how close I was to this. UFC 178. And I believe it was in September of 2014, we'll say. It was in September 2014. And it was Chris Carriasu. I didn't think it was him. I thought it was later on. Demetrius, Chris Carriasu, Donald Cerrone, Eddie Alvarez, Dustin, Conor. So I couldn't have called that any better. Katsingano and Nunes was on there as well. Damn, I'm good. And you can see I did not Google that. How's it going, Joey? Great fights this weekend. Not crazy about the judging, though. Yeah, you're right, man. The judging. Kelvin Gastelum versus Izzy, would that be a fight that happens in the future? It really depends, man. It depends on if Gastelum gets back on the winning track, but I would hope so. What's the likelihood of Carla getting stripped from dodging Wei Lee? I'll say 50-50. Kelvin needs some wins, I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Izzy said he's about to do his UFC 276 press conference right now. How can we watch it? I don't know. Maybe it's on his YouTube channel, I would assume. Yeah, I know bantamweight's the most skilled. I just wanted to know which was more skilled out of the two. Yeah, I'd say lightweight without guessing. Who wins? Kevin Holland, Michael Chiesa. Probably Chiesa, but I don't know. Because Holland's a far superior striker. Chiesa's a little bit better grappler. So it all depends. Who would win, RDA or Damir Ismagulov at lightweight? I'd probably pick RDA, but that's a tough fight. Are there any dark horses you want to shed light on? Shavkat Rakhmonov at welterweight. I feel like that's an easy pick, but that was one I would go to. Thoughts on UFC not giving Wineland any mic time for his retirement? I think it's kind of shitty. You know, cut out an extra commercial or something, lose a little bit of money. Just you know. The UFC 277 card looks a bit iffy. Do you think they add one more fight to the main card? I'm hoping they add Nate Diaz to that card. That's what I'm hoping for, my friend. I don't know how you memorize pay-per-view numbers. I can't even remember who fought on events this year. True. Okay, guys, let's do it. Let's do a little game. I can't promise I get it right because since we got to 200 and past, I have an issue remembering. But look, my hands are right here. Throw out a random UFC pay-per-view number. It has to be past like UFC 120 because that's around, I think I became a fan about 115 or so. So anything like 115 and up, throw it in the chat. My hands are right here. I can't possibly Google it. And I'm going to try to guess the main event. UFC 222. Whew. I want to say Ronda Rousey, Sarah McMahon, Daniel Cormier, Patrick Cummings. But I can't remember. I can't remember that one. 185. Okay, hold on a second. Now you guys are throwing so many out here. Okay, let me know about 222. I could be dead wrong on that one. UFC 185. I believe that was Pettis RDA March of 2015, maybe. UFC 213. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That was June. Cyborg Yana Kutsukaya. Okay, I was dead wrong on that one. Jeez Louise. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Which one was I looking? I'm not Googling anything. UFC 213. No, wait. 185. Let me know if I'm right on 85. Was it Pettis versus RDA for the lightweight title? I think Joanna was the co-main event. And I believe it was March of 2015. Something along those lines. Is that right or wrong? Is that right or wrong? I got it. Okay, I did get it. Okay, now what's the next one? UFC 213. What was UFC 213? I'm drawing a blank. I think UFC 214 was Jones DC, but I can't remember 213. 213. What was 213? I'm drawing a blank on 213. UFC 184. 184. So that was right before. Was UFC 184? Was that Weidman versus Vitor? Was that Weidman versus Vitor? Let me know on that one. Let me know. Someone put 184 right or wrong. Actually, I'll Google 184. I'm not Googling any of the other ones. UFC 184. That's all I'm Googling. No, that was Ronda Rousey, Katsingano, Raquel Pennington. Okay, so I got 184 wrong. I'm going right back to the chat. I'm not even typing. Guys, I'm not typing anything. So I get some of these wrong. Okay. 213. I can't remember 213. It was 214 was Jones DC2. What was 213? I feel like because such a big event happened after the fact, I can't remember 213 now. I'm trying to remember 212. I can't remember 212 either. It had to be June of It was June of 2017 was 213. And what was it? I can't think of it. I'm going to skip that one. I cannot think of 213. UFC 100 was the best. That was Brock Frank Mir, even though I didn't watch then. I know what that is. 184. Did I already guess 184? Or was that the one I got wrong? 242. Okay, that's one I can definitely get. What was 242? No, 244 was in November. So October. And then September was 242. 241 was DC Stipe 3. What was immediately after that? What was at 242? I don't know. I'm having a terrible time now. Since it got past 200, it's been weird because it's hard for me to remember because I want to say UFC 142. But 242, I should be able to remember this one. It was right after Jones Stipe 3. And it was in September. What was that? What was I'm drawing a blank here. 243 was Adesanya Whitaker. So what was before that? What was 242? I should know this. This was fairly recent. Now it's driving me nuts. I have to Google it. 242. UFC. And it's going to hit me as soon as I see it. Habib Dustin Poirier. That was at a weird afternoon time. I should have known that. Okay. Continue. Okay, UFC 211. Jeez Louise. Hold on. We got a bunch of them here. I'm not typing anything. Okay, let's see if I can get another. I got to be able to get another one. Let's see. Where did I leave off? 242. 211. UFC 211. Was that Woodley Wonderboy? I'm Googling it. Woodley Wonderboy. UFC 211. That was Stipe Jr.? I have no recollection of that one. Joanna Jessica Andrade was co-main. That's impressive. 224. That is one I can actually remember. 220. See, it's weird because I remember certain ones, but then I can't remember certain ones. 223 was Habib Ali Quinta. Wasn't it 224? Was that Kevin Lee? No, it was not. So now I just can't remember anything. I put myself on the spot and I can't remember any of them right now. Okay. 257 was Connor versus Dustin 2. 226 was DC Stipe 1 in August of 2019 or 2018. So I got 226. I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm going to go Google it and see if I'm right now. 226. Yes, Stipe DC 3 or 2 or 1. Sorry. I said 1 to begin with. 226. I remember that one. Okay. So where were we at here? 191. I remember this one. This was a Demetrius Johnson card? Or no? 191. I think that was Ronda Rousey, Betch Koheta. Or it was Demetrius Johnson. I can't remember. It was either 190, 191. Let me Google that one, see what it is. UFC 191. It's Demetrius John Dotson. Yep. So I got that one partially right. UFC 228. That was Cody Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw 1. And I believe the co-main event. What was the co-main event on that? Or was that the co-main event? And that was that Woodley Till? Was 228 Woodley Till? And no, I think it's Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw. UFC 228. I'm drawing a blank there. It's Woodley Till. September 227 was Dillashaw Garbrandt. UFC 5, I got 185 right. UFC 209. UFC 260. You guys are throwing so many out here. UFC 209. That was definitely Woodley Wonderboy 1. Woodley Wonderboy 1. UFC 209. Yep, Woodley Wonderboy 1. It was in March of 2017. There you go. Got the 245. That's too easy. Madison Square Garden, November 2019. Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington. There you go. Damn, my man's got 185 co-main and month year. Haha. Yeah, I remember that one. 224, I think I already gave a guess, didn't I? 223. I don't know. There's been some trash cards that I can't remember off the top of my head. 224 does not ring a bell, it feels like. 223 was Khabib. I'm Googling UFC 223 right now. I think it was Khabib versus Ali Quinta. 224, I can't think of it. I'm going to Google it right now. Amanda Nunes, Raquel Pennington. No wonder I didn't remember that one, dude. There was no way I was getting that one. 257, I already got. 226, I already got. 213, Romero Whitaker. Yo, Joey, what's going on? How was your day? It was good. Dustin Habib was 242. UFC 230. Daniel Cormier versus Derek Lewis. Let me know if that one's right. Someone in the chat, let me know if that one was right. Fight night, I have no idea. Fight nights, I can't tell you. UFC 173, easy. It was in, I think it was like I'll say May 23rd, 2014. And it was TJ Dillashaw versus Renan Barão. Now let me Google that and see if I was right. UFC 173. Renan Barão. I even got the date almost right. I was one day off on the date. Didn't I say the 23rd or did I say the 24th? I remember that one. That was very memorable. You notice the more memorable the event is, the easier it is for me to remember. UFC 171, that's another easy one. Johnny Hendricks, Robbie Lawler won. Okay, I got one for you. UFC 201, this is low-key slept on. UFC 200 was in July. 201 was the end of July. I believe it was Woodley KOing Robbie Lawler in the main event. Let me know if that one's right. I'm not even Googling that one. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that one. UFC 137, oldie but goodie. Nick Diaz, BJ Penn. There you go. Let me know if I was right on that one. I'm pretty sure I was. I'm pretty sure. But I could be wrong. And UFC 138. Ready? You ready for this one? I've not Googled anything here. Why would I lie to you guys? UFC 138 was Chris Lieben versus Mark Munoz. And it was one of the rare pay-per-view events. Sorry. One of the rare numbered events that was televised and it was free. It was not an actual pay-per-view. Joey, who was the main event for UFC 200? I'm not cheating, man. Why would I cheat here? It was Amanda Nunes versus Miesha Tate. Amanda Nunes, Miesha Tate. Because John Jones, DC 2 was originally the main event. John Jones tested positive the week of. Pulled out. They were going to make Brock Lesnar versus Mark Hunt the main event, but then they changed their mind and did Nunes, Miesha Tate. Did not cheat. You got 230. One day off. Haha. Dude, I'm telling you. It's especially if you notice, the more memorable the event is, the easier I can pull it out of my mind. UFC 240. UFC 240. That was in August. That was in August of 2019. What was UFC 240? I remember what 239 was. I cannot remember 240. Was that like Max Holloway, Jose Aldo or something? I can't remember. 241 was DC versus Stipe. Right? What was 240? I'll say Max Holloway. No, it wasn't Max Holloway, Jose Aldo. I think that was in like a December. What was UFC 240? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on that one. UFC 240. I'm Googling that one now. It wasn't Max Holloway, Frankie Edgar. Damn it. I could have got it if I would have fought harder, but I abandoned it. Damn, dude, you're a beast on 137. Dude, I told you. I can remember these ones. Think of like a memorable event, and I can pretty much pick it out. Yes, sir. Woodley KOing Lawler. I was heartbroken. UFC 206. That was the... Ready? Hands up right now. That was the only pay-per-view I have ever skipped in my entire life. And it wasn't because I didn't want to watch it. I had stuff to do. And I would have missed what I had to do. But the original fight was canceled. I'm going to lay you out. UFC 206 right now. Hands up. Off the top of my head, I have no idea you sent me this message. The original main event, which was in December of 2016, I'm guessing the day, December 9th, December 6th, something like that. It was supposed to be Jose Aldo defending his featherweight title against Max Holloway. But Jose Aldo had to pull out of the fight. They did Max Holloway versus Anthony Pettis on that card. And it wasn't the greatest pay-per-view. Cub Swanson versus Dong Hoi Choi, or whatever the heck his name is. The Superboy, or whatever the hell his nickname is, was on that card as well. UFC 206, Max Holloway, Anthony Pettis, interim featherweight title. Boom. I hope I'm not wrong on that one, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. UFC 253. Jeez Louise. UFC 253. I'm drawing a blank, and that wasn't that long ago. What are we at? 275? UFC 253. See, once the numbers start repeating themselves, I have issues. I think Max Jose was co-main. You're right. I remember now. I think I remember what 153 was. I want to say UFC 153 was Anderson Silva versus Stephan Bonner. Let me look up 153. UFC 153. Anderson Silva, Stephan Bonner. I remember that. Okay, 253. I cannot remember that event. I don't remember that number at all. It's weird because ever since the numbers started overlapping, it ruined my memory. What was 253? So 241. What was 248? I have no idea. I lost all the ones right around there. UFC 253. Adesanya, Paulo Costa. I should have remembered that one. That one's not that hard to remember, honestly. So it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy that I couldn't remember that one. I should have remembered that one. That was a crazy fight card. UFC 234. Jeez Louise. I'm drawing a blank. You hit me at that number does not sound super memorable. UFC 234. That was in 2018-ish? UFC 234. Couldn't have been that big of an event. Let's see if I'm Googling it now. Oh, that was one where something got jumbled around and it was Adesanya, Anderson Silva ended up being the main event. UFC 234 was originally supposed to be Whittaker Gastelum. I'm looking at it. I'm not guessing this. I'm looking at it. But Whittaker fell out. And then Adesanya and Anderson Silva were the co-main. They end up making it the main. UFC 251. Easy, Derek. UFC 151, sorry. UFC 151 is officially an event that does not exist. Originally, it was John Jones versus Dan Henderson. Dan Henderson pulled out. The UFC tried to put Chael Sonnen in. John Jones turned down Chael Sonnen. The card was so shitty and so weak that Dana White went on an absolute tirade, shitting on John Jones for turning down the fight. They canceled the entire card, and the next one, they just went to 252. They didn't even keep 251 after that. So the answer to your question, it doesn't exist, but it was John Jones versus Dan Henderson. Dan Henderson got injured. 241, that's an easy one. Stipe DC. UFC 251 and 252. 251 and 252. 252 was DC Stipe 3. And 251. Jorge Usman. Let me know if that one's right. Arman versus Gamrot is just crazy underrated, man. Too bad they are fighting in the top 15. I expect Arman versus Gamrot 2 in the future. Two high-level fighters. Two super high-level fighters for sure. I mean, both guys are super well-rounded. Easy. Benson Henderson, Anthony Pettis. Armbar by Anthony Pettis, lightweight title. That one popped into my head immediately. I think there was a heavyweight co-main event as well. Easy. The ones in the 100s, I got a memory pretty good on those ones. So there you go, Tyler. I got that one for you. That one's worth a donation right there. That one's worth a donation on that one. But we'll see. Let me see what got posted here. Okay, got it. UFC 231. UFC 231. What was UFC 231? This one's stumping me too. This one's stumping me. And not all of these am I checking. I'm only checking the ones that I'm telling you I don't remember. Craig Herndon? Craig Herndon? UFC 231. What was 231? I don't know. I'm going to have to Google this one. I know as soon as I Google this one actually sounds familiar. So, Holloway Ortega, December of 2018. I knew that one, but I couldn't, for some reason, I couldn't find it. UFC 188. Was this Fabricio Werdum versus Mark Hunt? UFC 174. UFC 174. June of 2014. UFC 174. I feel like I know this one, but for some reason it's not coming up. UFC 175 was Chris Weidman versus Lyoto Machida. What was 174? Was this like a shit card? I think this was like a shit card. I think Wanderlei Silva was supposed to be on the main event. No, he's supposed to be the co-main event of this card against Chael Sonnen. This is when the whole testing debacle happened. It wasn't that good of a card. I remember that. It was in June. I'm looking that one up. I don't remember. Demetrius Ali Bagotinov. There you go. That's why I didn't remember that one. That one did not stick in my mind at all. So there you go. Keep them coming, guys. I'll guess any of them. Do you drink soda? If you do, no, I don't drink soda. How does Yanez O'Malley go? That's going to be a fun fight. That'd be a wild fight. I think that fight could go either way, but it'd be a definitely fight of the night. UFC 180, 151 and 152, right? UFC 138. I already answered this question. I believe it was Chris Lieben versus Mark Munoz, and it was not even a pay-per-view. It was televised. And it was stopped due to a doctor stoppage because Chris Lieben got cut. We got to rewatch some of these fights in Discord. I know I got to put you on some fights before you were a fan. UFC 238 is another slept-on card. Henry Cejudo, Marlon Moraes. Let me know if I'm right. I'm not even Googling that. UFC 225. I think this was Whitaker, Yoel Romero too. Whitaker, Yoel Romero too. Let me know if that's right. UFC 128. 129 GSP Jake Shields. 230 Derek Lewis versus DC. 130. Oof. UFC 228. This was when I first started being a fan. 128. I don't remember 128. I'm Googling that one. I'm Googling right now. I want to say Mauricio Shogun Rua, John Jones. I actually didn't watch that fight. I didn't see that fight live. That's why I don't remember. When did StreamYard switch to squares? You can change it. You can change what you want. You can go to brand and you can change the theme. Look, I can change it to bubble. You can change it to this. I don't like that one. You can change it to minimalistic. I like this one. So there you go. There's your answer, my friend. Now my chat disappeared. Great. Okay, comments. Got to go back to comments here. UFC 129, I already answered, and 230, already answered. 130. Was that Anderson Silva, Yushin Okami? I'm Googling that one because I need to know right now. Quinton versus Matt Hamill. I don't think I watched that one either. UFC 127. I'm not going to get that one that's right when I became a fan. I don't remember all these ones. I can easily see Yanez going the same way as Izzy Costa. O'Malley loves to counter strike and react off someone. Fair enough. Do you think UFC 281 will be Oliveira versus Makhachev? Yes. UFC 256. Easy. Figgy Moreno 1. Or 2? No, 1. You're almost at 4,000 subs. Anything special planned for that milestone? I don't think so. I think the next time we do a little celebration stream will be 5,000 subs. 5,000. We're sitting at 3,609 subscribers right now, guys. That's where we're sitting at. And let's see what happened here. Oh, that's funny. Hold on one second. I got a bunch of stuff on my phone. Please put... Okay. What? Someone commented on my video and said, please put more ads in your videos. There's not enough. That is hilarious, but okay. Yeah, guys, I need you to run up the likes on the stream. That's how we get more people ended up in here. And that's how we get more subscribers. Usually the streams are more for the people that are already here, but we do grow a little bit, get a couple new subscribers when we stream. I haven't seen any pay-per-views before DC Stipe 3, so not going to be that hard. UFC 30, no idea. Do you think the headliner of UFC 300 will be completely new fighters? No. I'll say it'll be someone that's around now. UFC 227 was BJ Penn versus John Fitch. Really, bro? Really? Jan Blachowicz versus Glover Teixeira. Should UFC add soccer kicks and shit? I don't like too much change. Thoughts on Josh Emmett as a person? He's a terrible person. Nah. He seems like a super nice guy, but I don't know him as a person. You know, I've only seen interviews and I've seen him fight. That's pretty much it. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say. So, but yeah, guys, if you can do me a favor, anytime we get on stream, go share it, you know, with people who actually watch it, Twitter, whatever. And always make sure to like the stream. That helps me out quite a bit. I'm actually going to go make a thumbnail real quick. Give me 1 second here. And I'm going to make a thumbnail for my video that's going to come out at the end of this stream. Just give me 1 second. Keep the questions coming. We'll go for a little bit longer anyway. I don't know the fight nights. I see the fight night question. I have no idea the fight night numbers. Those were always oblivious to me. So after the stream, after I end the stream, Neil Magny versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. You guys are going to get that immediately. You'll be the first. I'll post it as it's still unlisted, and you guys will be the first to see it. If you hang out for the rest of the stream, you will get to see it. Let's make sure this is centered. I'm just making the thumbnail real quick. Let's go. I'll just rock out with this. I'll just rock out with that. Whoa. Set as background. That does not look right. How does that not look right? Let's see. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. I wanna make this thumbnail now while I'm on stream. Yeah, but almost 4,000 subs. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? I would have never thought it. Honestly. I really can't believe we're at 4,000, almost 4,000 subs. That is straight up insanity to me. Straight up insanity. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm done making the thumbnail. Neil Magny, Shavkat Rakhmonov. I have everything else already ready. I already uploaded everything. So I just got to add this thumbnail to it. And then it'll be ready to go at the end of the stream. Just got to open it and add it to it. Let's X out of that, X out of that. I really need to put... I can't believe dude said I really need to put more ads in my videos. Where do I add the thumbnail after the fact? Okay, here we go. Downloads. Shavkat Rakhmonov, Neil Magny thumbnail. Save that. Yeah, just keep filling the chat with questions. And I will get to them here in a minute, guys. I'm not ignoring them. I really want to get I don't know if it's going to be possible now. We're cutting it close. It's still possible, I guess. We need 390 subscribers in the next 10 days. And we can hit it. I remember one time I got like 800 subscribers in a week or two. So it's definitely possible with UFC 276 coming up. But we'll see. I would like to hit 4,000 before the end of June, 5,000 before the end of July. That's my goal. I'm just setting high goals. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. But I hope to get it. Let me do one more thing and then I'm going to get back to the questions, guys. I'm just trying to get something squared away here. Do 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 do. This is so annoying. YouTube Studio. But all my analytics are looking good. On the channel right now, the channel is doing very, very well. The watch time, so you need 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized in 1 year, 12 rolling months. I have almost 5,000 hours of watch time in the last 28 days. So for only being, the channel's 14 months old now, the channel's doing quite well, guys. You guys are the early adopters of the channel right now. I'm putting my main event prediction within the description of the co-main event stream. But guys, also, I will be back on, don't forget, I will be back on Wednesday. I will be back on Wednesday with my weekly live chat as well. And then I won't be streaming again until Saturday, most likely. Okay, save that real quick, and then I'm coming back to the questions. Okay, let's see what you guys got in the questions. Whoo. Got a tough one for you, 275. Oh, I'll never guess that one. Any thoughts on the argument DC had with that fighter in the ring last week? And I don't really think much of it. It is what it is. How do you think Sandhagen Yadong will go? I think Yadong gets outstruck, but he has nasty power. Do you like or dislike Sean Strickland? Neither. Neither, really. Got it. Okay, read that. If Miesha Tate fight got canceled, what fight would you replace it? I would do... It'd probably be Robbie Lawler, Brian Barberena. Any more good fights the UFC may add to 278? I want a Nate Diaz fight. I want to see Nate Diaz, Dustin Poirier. I want to see Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. But I have no idea what they're liable to add to UFC 278. Let's see what they got so far. They have 5 fights on UFC. They got Alexander Romanov versus Marcin Tybura. That's a big fight. But there's no huge fights. I thought they might do Sterling versus Dillashaw, but that's at 279. That's already announced at 279. So that's a tough one. Who's a fighter you absolutely hate and despise? For me, it's probably Jones or Izzy. Tony Kelly, I find super annoying. Honest opinion, no more Apex fight nights, or you keep it going. I would prefer no. I like the crowd. What was your reaction to Silva's son in 1? I attribute this to my hardcore fandom of MMA. I was freaking out. To lose like that and then to come back in the last minute or two of this 5th round, insane. They're never going to stop Apex. Yep, I agree. Favorite ref, mine's Mergliata. Jason Herzog. Okay, what's the most disappointing you ever been after a pay-per-view? I felt like 200 was a dud. Probably 200. I hated the golden canvas too. If they ever do that again, I'm boycotting. What were your thoughts on 229 press conference? Conor versus Habib was a pretty dark press conference. Wasn't that when Conor showed up late and Habib left early because Habib's like, I'm done, I've been here. And they started it without Conor. It's annoying that Conor's always late just because he's popular. He just shows up super late to press conferences. But, I mean, it got me hyped for the fight, though. That's all that matters. And I think Habib had perfect rebuttals, if I remember correctly. Will Cruz get dropped against Vera? Yes. Your video that made me a fan was the video on open judging this year. I'm happy, man. I'm happy you found the channel, Alvaro. When's Nate Diaz fighting? I hope in July. I hope in July or August. Izzy's my favorite fighter. Still think he destroys Jarrett, but one thing considering me, Izzy doesn't look focused. He's been on a world tour, having fun. Haven't seen him train much. You never know. Cruz is 17-0 in non-title fights, but that streak ends against Vera. Very possible. Robbie Lawler fight, he's going to be fire. I'm sure it'll be exciting. I mean, Brian Barberena comes to fight every single time. If Romero beats Izzy in a decision, who would have took his belt, or would he still be champion today? Who would have took Romero's belt? I guess Whitaker? I don't know. He wouldn't still be champion, though. UFC 211. Drawing a blank on that one too. Was that Woodley Wonderboy 2? Maybe. Why would you think Oliveira's reluctant to fight Islam? I don't think he is. Are you watching the press conference? No, I don't even know what press conference. What are we talking about here? Is that the one Izzy's like doing on his YouTube channel or something? No, it's a UFC press conference. I didn't even realize this. That is so weird. Why does it say July 31st in the background? What is going on here? Oh, is Izzy just there as a special guest? Why does it say July 31st in the background? Who made that mistake? This is for 276, right? Brandon Moreno is fighting. Maybe that's why it is. Brandon Moreno's there. Nah, I'm not watching this. I don't really care. There's not even... Nah, I'm not watching this. There's not fighters that are fighting each other talking. So, no. When will Francis fight again? February of next year. Do you think there will be a new middleweight champion this year? No. I'm a Nigerian myself, but can't stand Izzy. I think he's putting on an act and find him irritating. He gets paid, so I guess it works for him. Yep. I really think the UFC is looking to book Nate Diaz McGregor at a catchweight 165 pounds. Just add more seats at the Apex, problem solved. I don't know if they have the ability to do that. Fire codes and everything. Why is the press conference this late on? I guess it's in New Zealand or wherever. Or they'll just use the Apex for low-level cards and fight nights, which they mostly do now. Who wins, O'Malley or Font? At this point, I'm probably picking O'Malley. I think Cruz at age 37 will style on Cheeto. I wonder how he'll incorporate the wrestling and grappling on him. I like the Apex, the Pandemic. I like the Apex, the Pandemic. Apex is cool, very quiet and serious. I didn't mind it at first, but yeah. Did I mention how much I love this channel? No, you did not, Sammy. So why don't you mention it some more, man? Let me know. Let me know how much do you guys like this channel. Let me know in the chat, man. Give me some positive feedback. Does Whaley beat Carla and then lose again to Rose? No. I'll say Rose loses in the meantime to somebody else. I don't know. It's a press conference. I'm here because I didn't watch it. I don't think a lot of people are. I don't think it's a proper one. Just New Zealand guys for some reason. Yeah. I saw your setup today. Sick. Yep. Dude, every dollar I've made so far, more than I've made on this channel, I've invested into my setup. So, one of these days, the money's actually going to go to me instead of like fixing my YouTube channel up, buying new equipment, the camera. You see, who watches the videos in 4K? I want to get a new PC, guys. I really want to, before the end of the year, I want to get a new PC. There's one I found online that's like pre-built, has like all the top of the line specs, but it's like $3,000. It's actually $3,500 if I remember. I want to get a nice PC. Right now I have my monitor linked to my laptop, which is like a couple years old, or no, like going on 2 years old. So, and it wasn't the highest spec laptop ever, but it gets the job done. I can render 4K on it. So eventually, when I start making enough money, I'll be able to buy a PC. And that's what I really want to do. And then I'll probably go 100% 4K if I put a really nice, expensive graphics card in there. Volk versus Connor at 170. Come on, man. No. What Wonderboy versus Izzy be a cool matchup? I think Wonderboy's past his prime. Why is Nate Diaz not fighting? Okay, now I'm mad. Time to put my foot down. Call Dana White right now and book Nate Diaz counter 3 for October. Call him this very moment. I expect an answer shortly. Okay, I'll do that. But the reason Nate Diaz isn't fighting is because he hasn't re-signed a new deal. Agree, disagree. Mike Tyson would have beat Khabib if he wrestled instead. No. I don't think the Apex because less people get a chance to go live. There you go. What were your thoughts on Masvidal's 2019 run? Till, Askren, Diaz. I picked him, I think, in all three of those. I might have picked Diaz, though. I expected him to brutally KO Ben Askren. It's crazy flying knee. The Till win, I picked him to knock out Darren Till. It was a great win. I thought it was a solid run, and I thought a lot of people shit on it a little bit too much. I missed those giant press conferences that showed the fights coming 2 to 3 months. The pre-fight ones are okay, but pretty dog depending who's there. I agree. Clean setup. Thank you. I feel you, bro. I got to pay back $800. I got to pay my school back $800 in the next 3 months. Do you game? No, not. I did, but when I started the YouTube channel, I didn't have enough time. Are you in Florida? If so, I'll build your PC. No, I'm not. I'm in Maryland, man. So, what do you build PCs a lot or what? I've looked into it, but it kind of looks intimidating. Why don't you look when you become rich and famous, man? Doing whatever you do, get a job making like $500,000 a year. Just build me a high spec PC and ship it to me in Maryland. All right, that's what I need. Jordan, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Nobody wants to see Conor versus Diaz 3. I want to see it. Glover versus Usman. Who wins? Glover. Usman ain't out grappling him, and Glover's the better striker. You know, I'm sick people acting like Usman would have a chance at light heavyweight. It's just not going to happen. Just like Hamzat wouldn't have a chance at light heavyweight either. Oliveira versus Edwards. Who wins? Edwards. Edwards would keep it standing. Edwards would probably just outstrike him on a technical advantage. Do you? No, not much. Not at all since in the last year or so, since I started the YouTube channel. Beastly Snip 82. I'm assuming you were born in 82 from your username. So let me see what I got here. Don't need this anymore. I got a million tabs open right now, and I don't need them. I don't need them. I'll keep that open. Don't need this. Okay, now I only have 2 tabs open. Okay, let me take a look at my title and make sure we talked about everything. All right, Calvin Kattar, Josh Emmett. I thought Calvin Kattar should have got the decision. It was a close fight. Emmett could have got the first 3 rounds, but I think Calvin Kattar should have got the rounds 4 and 5, and I think you could score any of the first 3 for himself. They were very close. I gave Emmett 1. I gave Emmett potentially 3, but all 3 of the first 3 rounds could have went either way. And I just really thought Kattar with the damage. I don't know how a judge, Chris Lee, gave it for Josh Emmett in the 4th round. That's unacceptable. UFC Vegas 57. Super pumped for Tsarukyan versus Gamrot. Shavkat versus Neil Magny. Chris the Action Man Curtis, friend of the channel, versus Rodolfo Vieira. A lot of great fights on this upcoming fight night card. A lot of great fights. Let's say Nate didn't let Leon off the hook. Would have Nate fought? Who would have Nate fought right after that? They probably gave him a title shot, honestly. He'd have been fighting Usman. I mean, we've seen it twice. Conor needs a new matchup. We never seen Conor Ferguson. Yeah, I'm okay with any of those matchups. Favorite ring girl? I don't know. I never put too much thought into this. Who's your guys' favorite ring girl? Do you think the UFC will book Khamzat Bilal? Do you think they'll keep pushing for Colby? I hope they keep pushing for Colby. So, Lamau, I saw a video of your boy Conor kicking in May. I mentioned kicks very, very hard and fast. Very interesting. Your thoughts on that? Hopefully he's healing up 100%. That's only my thoughts. In your opinion, what's the worst skill set to have when climbing the rankings? I think a striker. Yeah, probably a striker with no takedown defense. That's what I would say. What's your thoughts on Ben Askren versus Maia? The most elite level striking display I've ever seen in my entire life. Unbelievable striking display. Both guys have super technical striking. Both guys have power. Both guys have a variety of attacks. Both guys just down to the T, technical striking, straight rights, jabs, hooks, head kicks, question mark kicks. Ben Askren and Damian Maia are some of the best strikers the UFC has ever seen. Ever. Don't even know who this is. Conor should rematch Aldo at 150. And never happening. Never happening in a million years. Plus, Conor would beat Diaz, then cry like he deserved a title shot. Yeah, that is one reason why I would not like to see that. Because no matter who Conor beats, if he fights anyone, he's gonna want a title shot afterwards, and the UFC will probably give it to him. What is the worst fight you have ever watched apart from Rose Esparza? Maybe Tim Bosch, Hector Lombard, Derek Lewis, Francis Ngannou. Something along those lines, my friend. Something along those lines is pretty bad. I mean, just garbage. Just garbage fights. I remember I was hyped to see Hector Lombard debut in the UFC, and it was just terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible, 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 terrible. Do you know Askren has power in both hands? Yeah, he has power in all his limbs. Glover will retire at 46. Mark my words, I will. If you were Dana White in your decision, who would you have Conor fight on the comeback? I'd probably have him fight Tony Ferguson. Gives Tony a big fight. It's probably the most winnable matchup for Conor, and the fans would eat it up. What's next for Kattar? Maybe TKZ. That probably makes sense. Do you have Bisping beating Silva? No, I thought Silva won that one. Dana says he isn't meeting Cerrone. Lozon again. Good. Where does Gon go if he loses to Bam Bam? If Tai Tuivasa wrecks him, I don't know where Gon goes from there. That's a really tough spot to be in, quite honestly. It's a really tough spot to be in. Molly and Wei Lee learned that move from Askren. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Ben Askren has an amazing question mark kick. If you haven't seen Ben Askren's question mark kick, you don't know what you've been missing. You've been missing a lot. All right, guys. We'll stay on here for a few more minutes. If you have any last-minute questions, post them in the chat. If not, I will be live on Wednesday for my live chat, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Before I end this video, I'll be dropping my Neil Magny Shavkat Rakhmonov prediction. But guys, do me a favor. If you go watch that prediction, go watch my Tsarukyan versus Gamrot prediction as well, and my UFC 276 video as well. And also, if you're in here right now and you have yet to like the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. Right now, go like it. This might be controversial, but I don't really find Kevin Holland that entertaining. Okay, fair enough. Why do you ignore the question about the #1 PED expert coming out saying Usman is on HGH? What's the question? I don't get the question there. So, you said you don't want Conor fighting Diaz because he'll get a title fight. Why are you so against Conor getting a title fight? Because he doesn't deserve one. But I want to see him fight Nate Diaz. But I don't want to see him get a title shot off Nate Diaz. But who knows if he even beats Nate Diaz, to be honest. Could Gon beat John Jones? Yes, but doubtful. I hope I don't sound crazy, but I believe Tony Ferguson is still a dangerous fight for Conor, despite him being bad end of 4 low. I think Tony has a legitimate chance to beat Conor McGregor. Liked, thank you. If Conor can't KO Tony Ferguson in round 1 or 2, he's in trouble. If Conor can't, yes, he has to finish Tony early, otherwise he's done. How would Prime Holloway versus Prime Tony play out? I'll say Tony has the power advantage, so Tony beats him by decision. But that would have been a hell of a fight to make. I mean, sign me up for that. That would have been absolutely incredible. That would have been an incredible fight, guys. Okay, guys. Look, here's what I want you all to do. I need you guys all to do this. All 30 of you guys in here to do this. Listen. Go to the Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Neil Magny video. I'm posting a link. This is unlisted. Nobody else can see this but the people in the chat right now. I'm about to release it here in a few minutes. I want you to go to that video. I want you to like that video and comment on that video. It's unlisted right now. You guys are the only ones that can see it. Help boost it in the algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. Go watch this now. I'm posting the link again. Go watch it. But make sure to watch it all the way through. Make sure to like it and make sure to comment on it. I want to see like 30 likes on it when it starts up. I would greatly appreciate it. It would help. It's going to help me in the algorithm. I'm sure maybe some of you guys might have already done it for me. But you'll be the first to see it. You guys will be the first to see it. I just posted a link in the chat. Go watch it. Go like it. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like the stream before we go. And I will see you Wednesday for the weekly live chat. Go watch all the videos on the channel right now. But mainly, go watch that Neil Magny Shavkat Rakhmonov and make sure to comment too so I know you went there. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your night. I appreciate it.